I don't have.
And we're live here in Mobile, Alabama, Wolfpack Broadcast Network, getting ready for St. Paul's baseball versus Teurlings Catholic. Exciting matchup today, round one of a doubleheader on a kind of a foggy Saturday morning in Mobile. Got Jeff Russo, Jeff Winchester, and Chip South in the booth here. We got pretty fancy setup. Got our two-camera setup, center field camera, and got our home plate camera. So we're set up pretty nice, guys. So welcome to the booth. Welcome to Hank Aaron. What y'all guys think?
Thanks for having me. It's absolutely beautiful, man. So interesting for us. You know, I'm the old school guy now with a bunch of new school guys over to St. Paul. So you can really see over the last 5 years how this program has progressed, and now that we have this this platform now, just shout out to you guys for all the hard work. So thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah, everything's growing fast. Got sponsors, St. Tammany Oshner Pregame Show. Want to thank those guys. Kind of want to give a recap of the season so far. Last time we were live was Lakeshore Scrimmage. We were wanted to stream the Catholic game, and then we got kind of sidetracked for soccer. Catholic kind of switched over.
Yeah.
Wasn't our fault, but we'll be there next time.
We tried to do our best given the updates.
Yep. And so we're going to recap the first 3 games of the season. Right now, the Wolves are 2-1. Split a doubleheader yesterday, 1-1, and then got a big win at Catholic High. So I'm going to let Jeff Winchester kind of talk about the Catholic High game on Monday. 2 powerhouse clubs, extra innings, 9 innings. Tell us a little bit about it, Jeff.
Well, first let me say, PBR going out on a limb and saying that was going to be the opening week game of the week. They really delivered, man. I mean, that was a exceptional game to start off the season with. When you talking 5-4, going 9 innings, back and forth, hostile environment, really, really nice energy in the ballpark. It was a beautiful day. And after the week that we had prior to with the bad weather and being able to get out there on a nice, crisp evening and watch some high school baseball, it just made the environment that much better.
Absolutely.
So we were really excited, and it's definitely good to start off the season with a game like that. I think we wound up jumping. We jumped out on top. I want to say,
I think Kate Anderson knocked in a run in the first inning. I know Russo started on the hill for the Wolves. I think it was 1-0 through the first 2, and then Catholic scored 2 runs in the bottom of the second.
Yep.
Flip it. What we saw was, we did come out on top in the top of the first. Bottom of the first, Matthews on the mound. They had some really good hitters, especially
Sturriali hit the home run.
Hit the home run, right? So just a real big wake-up call to us, and it really kind of gave us a test of, do we have the ability to come back, right? So they put up 3 runs in the first, got out of the first there, and then it really kind of was a matter of just coming back through the innings, and we did exactly that. It really was. 7. Like Jeff said, I mean, it was one of those deals where, it was a back and forth, 2 well-coached teams, 2 really good teams out there. So it really was a great matchup. Like Jeff said, they predicted it, and we delivered. So it was a really good game on both sides.
A lot of top names, around South Louisiana between St. Paul's and Catholics. I know we had a few LSU signees, a few ULL signees, Southern Miss signees. I'm not even naming them all.
Louisiana Tech, too, the kid that hit the home run.
Tulane. So, about as good a baseball as you're going to get for prep baseball in high school for the South, or in the country, really.
Yeah.
So, got the win, 9 innings, 5-4.
Matthew pitched, I think, the first 4.
Yep.
Battled throughout the first 4 innings, and then, Kate Anderson came in and, for all intents and purposes,
he was Kate Anderson.
Really absolutely shut everything down.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw 4 innings, I think, and in the first 3, he wound up striking out the sod in all 3 of those innings.
I think 10 batters, 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, he had the Invisiball working, and it was working pretty well.
Yep.
But yeah, and then we wound up coming in with Corres came in to finish it off. That's right.
Yeah. And we won't escape. I mean, we as much as it was a big win, we also had a big loss, right? So
sure.
In the 9th inning is when Connor Simon went down with his arm injury, as he was in the. He laid down a sacrifice bunt. Think about that, right? So that shows you the team side of Connor. Lays down a sacrifice bunt at the top of the 9th, and which then in turn the runner at second wound up scoring. And then after that is when he went into the bullpen. He probably was like 4 or 5 pitches into his pen, and he heard a pop. So Connor is going to be good. Everything's going to recover. But obviously these kids have something to play for now. We did it 2-4-7, and that's 2 state championships for number 7.
Yep.
So you'll see that on the back of their helmets that start today. So they had the presentation last night, which was really cool. But that first game really kind of set us up for who we're going to be and what we're going to be all about. And this is a learning experience for these kids. So without Connor, it's going to be people moving. So Matthew moved over to third. A lot of adjustments out there, so it's been good.
Yep. So got the win there, 9 innings, starting off the season 1-0. Probably see those guys again in the playoffs, I'm sure.
Yep.
And then, so coming into this tournament over here in Mobile, started our first 2 games yesterday, going 1-on-1. We fell behind in the first game, ended up losing that one, and fought back in the second game to get the win. So, Jeff, tell us a little
once
bit
again,
about yesterday.
it was another back and forth game. I think we struck first. Matthew hit a sac fly, and we wound up scoring Kate Anderson, who actually led the game off with a walk. And then next inning, we kind of had a rough bottom of the first inning. We gave up 2 on a couple mishandled balls in the infield, but beyond that, I think we kind of settled down and we started playing a little bit better. We answered right back the next inning by coming up with 4, and then added to it throughout the course of the third, and then we kind of ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw. They had their power inning and wound up giving up two-run home runs in that inning. So that kind of put the score at 6-6. And then things kind of settled in for the 4th inning, and then by the 5th inning they bounced back off of 2, and then we wound up coming back in the 7th, and Kate Anderson wound up hitting a 2-run triple in the top of the 7th inning to put us within 1. And we just couldn't pull it off in the very end. So 9-8 ball game, battled, and you're going to have those games. At least the only thing you really want as a coach and as a manager is to have your team in a position to be able to win with the last at bat.
Yeah.
Have a guy at third base, chance to tie it potentially, and they fought well. They fought back. Went back and forth, and it was one of those tough ones that you don't want to walk away with the loss. But at the end of the day, this team showed some signs of fight, and to see that from this squad here, who coming off of a pretty devastating loss with one of their key players, it shows a little bit of sign of fight, and that's what you want to see in the very beginning of the season going forward.
Right, and I know we're limited on time, so just a summary on the last game. It's a great bounce back, right? So we saw the fight to come up a little bit short in the first game against Pensacola Catholic, but then in the nightcap, it was great. Again, Anderson was on the mound. He was lights out. Nice run production across the board, right? So you have Koras with the big double. Right, so you had production across the board in a solid win, and we wound up winning 6-1 last night. So that's what gets us here today to the 2-1 record. We've got Teurlings coming up here today, followed by Rummel. So this is going to be a great Louisiana test for us. Really kind of get us back in the state, even though being outside of the state. So that's the interesting aspect about this tournament. A great tournament. So it really has been. It's been absolutely phenomenal. A lot of Catholic teams here, all Catholic teams.
Yep, Southeast Catholic Classic.
Yeah.
So
they had a mass this morning. It was great. So they brought the captains in as well as the coaches into a mass, and now we get to, pray and then play. So I think that's great.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So 1-1 so far in the Southeast Catholic Classic here live at Mobile, Alabama. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back. We'll have about 5 more minutes in the pregame show, and then we'll take a break and go live into our first game of our doubleheader versus Teurlings Catholic. So with that, we'll be right back live from Hank Aaron Stadium in Mobile, Alabama on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
247, guys, 247.
There's a place on the North Shore where children feel right at home. Our highly specialized partnership provides them the most comprehensive pediatrics. Together, we offer extensive capabilities for everything from a simple checkup to specialties like cardiology and urology. So, while they have so far to go in life, all they need is right here. Ochsner Hospital for Children at St. Tammany Parish Hospital. Advanced care for kids of all ages.
don't know. Let me get the numbers. I'll get back to you. He comes back to me. He's like, yeah, the hip extension's good. I know. Like, what degrees is it? He's like, oh, I didn't get the degrees, but he passed. I'm like, passed for what?
And we're back here, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network, live at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama. Getting ready for this matchup between St. Paul's, the home team, versus Teurlings Catholic. Live Southeast Catholic Classic.
There you go.
In South Alabama. So real quick, St. Tammany Oster pregame show on WPBN Live. Go ahead and let Jeff Russo start. We're going to kind of go up the starting roster for the St. Paul's Wolves. Take it away, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Cade Anderson leading off and playing right field. We got Logan Pontiff in the 2-hole playing first base. Matthew Russo, number 23, over at third. Hunter Koras is going to play cleanup and back cleanup and be at shortstop. Spencer Slayton, senior, is going to be DHing. Trent Kaime is going to be on the mound. He's going to be on the bump and hitting in the 6th spot. Stevens believe it's going to be, his battery. Is that correct, Jeff?
Battery mate. That's right.
Battery mate. There you go. And he's behind the plate. Got Cade Lanou at second base. Reed Gallagher swinging a hot bat right now. By the way, we didn't mention that, but he's doing a nice job in the 9-hole.
So.
And Gavin Buttery is going to be in left field, and he's being DH4 by Spencer Slayton.
All right, so St. Paul's Wolves going to start off out in the field as the home team, letting the Teurlings Catholic. What's Teurlings' mascot?
Rebels.
The Rebels.
How about a goat? Are they the goats? No? Okay, I had to get the goat reference in there. For sure.
That's it.
Dr. Barry's not here. We got
Where's Barry at?
Yeah. He's doing surgery on the Rebel. No, so Jeff Winchester, tell us about Teurlings Catholic lineup before we start the actually, let's take a break for the national anthem real quick.
All right.
And I'm going to let Jeff Winchester go ahead and take over.
All right,
here
for
with
for Teurlings baseball, leading off is going to be number 22, Oakley Bork. Batting in the 2-hole is a shortstop. Number 2, Cade Como. Hitting third will be the right fielder, Ben Tate. Hitting fourth will be Will Judas. In the 5-hole, Caden Bullitt. In the 6-hole, Kyle Bro. In the 7-hole, Connor Kleinpeter. In the 8-hole is going to be Bennett Middlestead. In the 9-hole is going to be Peyton Godshaw.
And let's go ahead and wrap up our St. Tammany Oshner pregame show. We're going to cut to the new St. Paul's hype video brought to you by Athletic Mobility Institute. Thanks to Jeff Winchester. We'll be right back.
Yep.
And we're back here. Had to cut the hype video a little bit short. Today's game brought to you by Top Velocity. Getting started in the top of the first here. Fastball inside on the mound for the Wolves.
Got Trent
Timey.
Ball's coming out live right now. Looks good.
So 1-0 count. Foul ball.
Give a quick shout out, if that's okay, guys, to Evie as well as to Grayson. Grayson, make sure you're watching this baseball. Gray, I know you're at home in America City in Kenner. So just you guys make sure you listen to your dad, because I never did. So thank y'all.
So 1-1 count on the batter. Top of the first.
That kid.
Good fastball, low and away.
There we go.
For a strike, 1-2. Up to bat for Teurlings Catholic. We got what is that?
We got Oakley. We got Oakley. You know, he was born, and his parents said, "Man, we really like these glasses." Right.
That's Jeff Russo. He'll be here all weekend, folks. Good high fastball. Good take.
Good baseball name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oakley.
I love that. Yeah.
So 2-2 count on Oakley.
You think he goes by Oak or Lee? What do you think?
I'm going
Probably just Oakley.
And here's a coincidence: the cleanup hitter is Maui Jim.
Oh, how about that?
Foul ball.
Good aggressive cut right there.
2-2 count. So we got looks like we got Ponoff over there on first base for the Wolves. Second base we got Cade Lanou. Shortstop
Hunter Correz.
Big Matthew Russo over at third base.
The Puma ended the game last night with some style, man.
Yeah, it was a nice play.
2-2 count to Oakley.
See ya.
Good.
Nice pitch. Right there on the
fastball.
corner.
Good game, Dorn. That was it right there.
Starting
That was
off
a nice
with
pitch.
a strikeout.
Yeah.
So 1 out. So our Avala scoreboard, our controls for the scoreboard, our manual controls are still in transit. Everything that came out of Texas, right? Yeah. So
I think everything's in transit still.
Yeah. So they're supposed to be in Covington today. They're not going to do us any good here in Mobile, but they will be in Covington today. So we should have them for Monday live at John Curtis. Ground ball
by Como.
Shortstop.
Nice play.
Comes off the bag.
Just
wide
missed
throw.
it. Just missed it.
So runner
that
on
was Kale
first.
Como on the ground ball to Correz. We got Ben Tate coming up here next.
Yeah.
He's the right fielder for Teurlings. It's all right. We're going to get a ground ball double play right here.
Yep.
That was the one thing I liked about Matthew's approach last night. I mean, in the beginning of the game, doing his thing, getting his ground balls, trying to be aggressive with the fastball early in the game. And that's what you want, really, first time through the lineup.
Fastball away, kind of a short lead over there at first.
Yeah.
By Como.
Tate really looks good. So he's a Tulane commit. He and Matthew, same age. They've actually grown up together playing against each other. So, it's one of these things. This is, his senior year. So just watching some of these kids grow, develop, and, see this thing come to a close really kind of puts everything in perspective. So it's good to be able to come out to these games and see these kids come out in here and compete, get to play against each other when they normally don't play, right, against each other. So this is a great tournament to be able to do that.
Yep. Well, that's the fun thing about the travel ball and some of these guys. You play with all these kids across the Southeast. Most kids do.
Yeah.
So you start to know and form relationships and
you saw it when St. Paul's was walking down, right? Yep. When they were coming to the third base dugout, and it's like a social network. Yep. They're all sitting there talking. They know each other, so that's good.
2-1 count.
Ooh.
Base hit to
right. Nice base hit to right. Cade Anderson there with the field. So
Anderson comes up with the ball. He's going to move the runners over. So now we got first and second for Teurlings Catholic. The Goats 1 out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, we need a ground ball here. Turner's 2. Definitely something to practice on here is what I'm thinking about is that first inning. Like the infield drills with that and just really kind of setting the tone. Trent's doing a nice job filling up the zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if more than anything, you want to pitch to contact.
Right.
Yep.
Especially early in the game. Let's get aggressive. You don't want to set the tone of, just sitting back.
Big high chopper to Russo. Touches third, throws across the pond. If he blocks it up, good job, Ponoff. That's keeping the ball in front. That's about as good as you can get right there.
Nicely done. Just keep the ball in front.
Yep. So getting the force out at third over there, Matthew Russo with the big choppy ground ball, keeping runners at first and second, but moving 2 outs.
Another ground ball, Another ground ball. Keep it in the infield. Got runners on base, but it's okay.
First and second for the Rebels. Up to bat, Cade Boulay. Fastball away for ball 1.
Spot. Not a bad spot.
If you're just joining us, we're live here at Hank Aaron Stadium, Southeast Catholic Classic, Game 3 for the Wolves. Split a rubber match yesterday.
It's been 15 years since I was here.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And
strike 2.
And we were walking
it
out
still
there,
looks the
said,
same.
Yeah, nothing's changed, right?
Nothing's changed.
Same
it still looks the
couch
same.
in right field.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, you were here as a visiting team?
I was. I played for the Huntsville Stars.
Huntsville Stars.
Yep.
Double-A
affiliate, yeah.
Affiliate, yeah.
For the Brewers.
So 0-2 count to Boulay. Good breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Spalita, keeping it in front.
Attaboy,
Nice
Steven.
job.
So 1-2 count on Boulay. Runners on first and second, 2 outs in the top of the first here for St. Paul's. We got the good setup today, man. We're
this
moving
is
up
nice.
in the world.
We have air conditioning here.
We got
I
air
know why y'all
conditioning.
do this now.
Barry and Lenny, you're missing it. We're in a Double-A stadium press box. We have our own. I mean, this is
Attaboy.
Yeah,
swing
Attaboy,
and a miss for strike 3. Spalita gets it. Dirt tags the batter. It's going to be 3 outs to end the top of the first. And with that, we're going to take a commercial break from one of our sponsors, Top Velocity, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brent Forcio, the CEO of Top Velocity. We're here at our headquarters in Louisiana, and we like to show you these scientific methods we've developed that have a biomechanics foundation to building elite baseball players. So here we go. Our programs at Top Velocity are built on core scientific principles to develop elite baseball players. We must first evaluate the athlete so we can identify how well they can implement these core scientific principles. We evaluate biomechanics and their athleticism, like mobility, speed, strength, power, to identify where they have restrictions or deficiencies in their abilities. The Top Velocity programs use a strength and conditioning model, which is Olympic-based, a drill-based throwing program using proprietary throwing drills, along with mobility training, nutritional training, and everything to support developing the elite athletes. The Top Velocity methodology has given us the ability to produce more 90-plus testimonials of guys that added at least 5 miles an hour and broke into the 90s than any other program in the world.
And we're back here live, Mobile, Alabama, WPBN, St. Paul's baseball at the Southeast Catholic Classic, SCC, Hank Aaron Stadium live. Want to thank our game day sponsor, Top Velocity. You can hit cut, Chip. They're our official strikeout sponsor and today's game day sponsor, so thank you, Top Velocity. Also want to thank Avala, our official scoreboard sponsor for the complete 2021 Wolfpack season. So we'll thank the rest of our sponsors throughout the game today.
Yeah, we got Cade Anderson up here.
Ooh,
Big
good
hack.
aggressive swing. I love that.
Big
Start
hack.
the game off, Daddy Hacks.
Stay hot.
Yeah, he's swinging a lightning rod right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he came out to shoot. That game against Catholic, he was 3 for. I want to say he was 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 4.
Three
they
for
got him
four.
once.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
Man, he was in his zone, and he's been in his zone. And you know, Jeff and I were talking about this, the streaky aspect of this game, right? You ride your highs and you work through your lows, and right now he's riding a high right out of the chute, which is great to see. And they moved him up to the leadoff against Catholic. He was hitting in the 4-hole, and then Connor was in the leadoff spot. So I think this is a really nice adjustment.
Tell you what, though,
1-2 count to Anderson.
I tell you, his approach is is very good for that leadoff spot.
Agreed.
He really is. I mean, he can be aggressive in the zone, but he's also a patient enough hitter, as we say it, base hit up the middle.
Back up the middle for Anderson, rounding first base. Good job, good at bat there.
Yeah.
Y'all two guys will learn that you've probably watched sports, and usually you jinx the guy you're talking about. So I was kind of hoping.
I'm jinxing your jinx is what I'm doing right there, right?
Yeah. So double jinx.
We were objectively speaking.
Barry usually keeps up with the jinxes and the double jinx and the triple jinx. So Anderson at first base, good lead over there.
Yeah, we got Logan Pontiff up right now, first baseman. Made a nice play on blocking Matthews' ball.
Yep, he did, keeping that ball in front.
Bringing it back to Anderson, though, as far as leadoff guy, not only is he swinging a good bat, he's a very aggressive base runner, too.
Pick off over to first base.
I think one of the things he does really, really well is takes advantage of that ball in the dirt.
Yeah.
So on the mound for the Rebels, we got Peyton Gottschall. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. 0-1 count to Pontiff.
Drop.
Swing. Shallow fly ball. Right fielder coming in to get it. Anderson getting halfway and getting back to first base. So Pontiff getting the first out of the bottom of the first inning for the Wolves with a fly ball to right center.
Bringing up the big Puma.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting for me. So, controlling my emotions while my.
Do we have a mute button on Russo's mic
right now?
Let's call that for the best.
Yeah. Maybe you should step out until the at bat's over, right? No, he's going to do great.
Yeah, I've noticed over the years my nerves have calmed down and realized it's a marathon and not a sprint.
It is a marathon.
Good lead by Anderson at first base. Secondary, big swing by Russo. Good deep fly ball to left field.
Man, that drifted.
So Russo flies out to left. I like the aggressiveness on all the guys swinging. Anderson, Pontiff, and Russo all coming out swinging.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed about this team. For the 3 games that we've seen so far, they're not shy on aggression. But they do it in a good way. It's not like they're chasing balls in the dirt or anything like that. They're taking really good hacks on pretty good pitches to compete on.
Yeah, pick off over to first base. Anderson gets back easily. Got cleanup here, number 22, shortstop.
Hunter Koras.
Yeah,
what a great kid. He's grown up with these boys, Matthew and Connor.
Anderson going. Fastball inside, catcher bobbles it and drops it. He's going to be in there safe with a stand-up steal. That's going to be our Floor to lead title stolen base, our official stolen base sponsor. And we got kind of tied up setting this stuff up, but we missed a top velocity strikeout in the first inning.
Did.
And that's
so that's my fault.
Yeah, way to go, Chip. So Anderson with a pretty good lead at second base creeping in on him. Good secondary, big secondary.
See, that's what I love about Katie. He plays the game hard, and he gets very aggressive. He's going to make the catcher think about maybe, hey, if I try to do a back pick right here, he might wind up taking third on you.
Yeah. He looks good, too. So he probably put on about 15 pounds this offseason with Hickman, right?
Up to about 120.
Yeah, imagine. So you just try to project it out and see where he's going to be 2 years from now.
Oh, yeah. So he's a ball player.
Yeah.
Ball down.
Yeah.
So 2-1 count to Karras.
Karras done a nice job. He's a run producer, man. That's what a lot of people don't really see about Hunter. You got to look at the full body of work, man, and he hit some big doubles. He hit another big double last night. He's driven in probably about 5 runs so far this year, and he moves up into that 4-hole, and he's going to do a nice job.
Oh,
there we go. Let's see.
Fake wheel move, got him in a rundown.
Well, it's part of the aggression.
Let's see what they got.
Worth its price and admission right here. Let's see.
Got tag coming back. So
it's all right.
Back to the aggressive nature of Cade on the bases.
So with that's going to end our first inning, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. Score 0-0 here at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Louisiana on WPBN, and we'll be right back.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor.
And we're live back at Hank Aaron Stadium, WPBN, Mobile, Alabama. Starting off the top of the second inning with a ground ball to Carras. Pontiff comes off the bag. A little bit of a high throw over to Pontiff from Carras.
Just off the bag, probably about 2 inches.
Yeah. That's Kyle Bro, the DH for Teurlings Catholic. So it's going to lead off runner at first base.
I mean, if you think about it right now, I mean, it's just a lot of figure out right now, right? Moving Carras to short, moving Pontiff to first. A little bit shorter of a first baseman, right? So equally as athletic, but again.
Good bunt. Russo coming in, making an easy play.
Nice play.
Over third to cover up.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep.
Russo made that look easy. That was a beautiful bunt. He was already charging on it. So
well, that's just that anticipation. That comes with just being a veteran player and understanding the game, having a high baseball IQ. You know, they're probably going to want to try to move that guy over. And, you know, Matthew picked up on it right out the chute and made the play really, really easy when that could be a pretty difficult play for a lot of third basemen.
Yeah, here in the South as well, you still see a little dew on the ground. So, fundamentally, it's the right thing to do. And this is just good baseball right out of the gate. So I like where we're at right now. I think this is going to be a battle.
Yep, so it moves a runner over to second.
Oh, just foul. Oh, Puma almost had that one. Goodness, he's getting ready.
So Russo with a good diving attempt for that. I mean, within inches of his glove, foul ball down the third base line, quick on his feet on 2 plays there. So
listen, he's a cat over there, man, isn't it? Reason why they call him Puma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got that name from Sheets back in the day. Shout out to Ben Sheets if he's watching right now. So he still always keeps up with the boys. But, you know, we also wanted to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, right? So Jack over at
Louisiana
Nation, right?
Yep,
and
Nation.
What an organization.
Ground ball to Russo. Keep talking about him. Checks a runner back.
Oh, good play. Good heads up play.
There.
Good heads up play.
Got down between second and third.
No.
Nobody.
Get him, Poom.
Dive at him.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, so
little unconventional.
We're watching some crazy baseball right
we
now.
are.
So much for fundamentals, right?
So fielder's choice. We're going to call that a 5-4, 5-4, 5-6-5.
You had me at hello.
Moves the runner over to second.
That was that new pickoff style play that they were running.
Yep. So 2 outs. Talking about Knights Nation.
Yeah.
Change the name from Louisiana Knights to Knights Nation now.
Top travel programs in the country. Jack Crest and all those guys over there. He'll be in the booth with us for the Mandeville game, some other stuff.
Oh, great.
We'll get to hear from Jack throughout the season a little bit about Knights Nation. So thank you to those guys.
Yeah.
Fastball up for strike 1 on the batter.
So we knew about them back in the day, right, Jeff? Right when he started, you had players like Canizero, things like that.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Started out, and they were globally known but locally grown, and now you just see this thing just build up off of the philosophies, and it's great to see. Jack's a great guy. Played against Jack, and just a good organization, and based out of our hometown, right?
Yep.
So that's a great thing. So.
Well, having the opportunity to see the inner workings on it, one thing I will say is that it's grounded in good people who really appreciate the game and love working with kids and trying to give them the most opportunities to make the best of the player opportunities.
Yeah. 2 outs here in top of the first, runner on second, 1-2 count. Number 11 up for Teurlings Catholic. He's the DH. Don't have a name for him. He's batting for Gottschall. Gavin Trey. Well,
is it Gavin?
Yeah, but he's wearing number 11, different number.
Hey, he's mixing it up on us, guys. All right. That's a dirty pool.
Where was that?
Yeah. Fastball away.
I mean, I like what Trent's doing right there, because what you're seeing with this guy behind the plate is he's consistent, but he is giving the corners, right? So as a pitcher, what you want to
That's
do
Reed
is
Gottschall, number 11. He's a pitcher.
Yeah, you really want to see kind of how much you can get, and that's what Trent's really kind of looking at here is how much of the corners can I paint and get.
Ooh,
and
fastball in, and he painted
opposite. He painted it. All right.
See how that
right?
works?
Yeah, there it is. So 1-1 right there.
Yeah.
It's
We're
1-1.
one jinx spot.
Yeah, but you know what? Early in the game, and look, we're second inning, right? I mean, one of the big things I think young pitchers don't utilize as much as they should is establishing a presence with their fastball on the inside part of the plate. You know, they want to pick away, they want to shoot, go away. The value of being able to command the inside part of the plate, especially early on in the game, is huge.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes that comes with a consequence where, you hit a guy. But look, in this situation, you had a runner on second base with a base open. Not to say that, you ever doing anything, intentionally.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you hit him, he gets to first. Now we got to force a double play opportunity, although you got 2 outs now. So it's a force anywhere.
Back to the top of the order for the Rebels. Oakley Bork back up. He struck out his first time looking. That was our first top velocity strikeout. So official strikeout sponsor for WPBN this season. Runners on first and second.
Brent's a good guy, man. I played with Brent. He was actually the first St. Paul's guy I ever played with. How about that? So
he was class of 95, I believe.
95, and I played
Logan
with
Poniff, Fond in the fence
Nice
over there.
job,
Nice
Logan.
job,
That's a nice
Logan.
play.
Yeah.
That's a nice play.
So third out to finish the top of the second there. Poniff catching that foul ball over about the dugout, kind of stretching over that pole. Good play by Poniff. And with that, we'll take a commercial break from walk-ons and a
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting.
And we're back here live, WPBN, Hank Aaron Stadium. Hunter Carras up at the plate. Shortstop for the Wolves. Wolves went 1-2-3 in the first inning.
He's given
Cade
that 3
Anderson,
to 6.
Yep, Cade Anderson singling up the middle and then 2 fly balls, and then Anderson get caught in a rundown between second and third to end the first. Big swing by Carras, foul ball down the left field side, left field line. So, want to thank Walk-Ons, our official home run and walk sponsor this year. I almost said touchdown. Still got the football in the brain. So 1-2 count to Carras. Also want to thank River Rock Stoneworks, our official pitching change and mound visit sponsor. Jeff can tell you a little bit about River Rock.
Alan Bodwin.
Yep, Alan Bodwin.
The man.
Foul ball, first baseman coming over by the dugout. It's going to get over in the cheap seats.
That's the great thing about baseball right there, Mike, is when Logan was over there, now they were very respectful, don't get me wrong, right?
Yep.
But they're giving their first baseman location of the ball right there when it's their guy at first base saying, oh, out.
Yeah.
They wanted Logan to keep running.
Of course not. No. Logan, you're going to have to figure that one out on your own, kid.
Ball's out.
Oh, yeah.
So he's giving the 3. He's not giving the 6 inches outside. That's where he's at. But he's consistently giving it 3 out. I think as a pitcher, that's important to know, right? And as a catcher as well. I mean, you speak to that.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, as a catcher, you're taking really the first half of the game to figure out what the umpire is going to wind up giving you, so that when it gets down to the end of the game and the game's on the line, you're
ground ball is short. throwing across the diamond for out number 1, and Crass grounds out to the
So
shortstop.
Your hope going into the end of the game is that, everything that the umpire has shown you throughout the course of the game is what the information you need to know to how to try to get this guy out when it comes down to calling pitches and knowing what the guy's giving off the plate, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So being able to acquire that information within the first couple innings is very, very key, which is why so many coaches, so many managers wind up having an issue when all of a sudden you come 4th, 5th inning and a ball that was a strike in the beginning of the game is now changed.
So we got Spencer Slayton up to the plate. That's 2 strikes on Slayton with foul ball off his foot to make it 0-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the second here.
Slayton's done a nice job. He had he came in late in the game yesterday, hit a nice double in the game 1, right?
Beautiful hit.
And again delivered a couple of RBIs as well. I think he had 3 RBIs in game 2. So
fouling off another pitch down the right field line out of play.
Yeah. He really looks the part too. I mean, he's all of 6'3".
Big solid kid. Goodness gracious, yeah.
So he's a junior?
He's a senior.
Senior.
Yeah.
Okay. LSU
Eunice.
LSU Eunice, yeah.
Way to stay back on that curveball, Slayton. 0-2 inside curveball. Slayton stays back, fouls it off.
It's about seeing pitches right now.
Yep.
Mike, I mean, that's this 4-game set. You're going to get, 16 at-bats during this. Got John Curtis coming up on Monday.
Ooh.
High fly ball.
Yep.
Second baseman backing up into right field. Just stay there. And
it went out.
All right, so we got Trent Kayame coming up.
Yeah, Trent's up. Mm-hmm.
A little hard ground ball to third base. Third baseman fields it cleanly, comes up, makes a nice play. So that's going to do it for the Wolves.
Hey, Mike, I'll go.
In the bottom of the second inning. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
And we're back live, Hank Aaron Stadium, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Mike Arnold, Jeff Winchester, Chip South, Jeff Russo in the booth, going to the top of the third. Grab that scoreboard back up there.
So we got Cale Como, shortstop for Teurlings Catholic.
Yep. So last time he hit a ground ball to shortstop, had a little bit of a wild throw there, and he got reached on an error. So nothing score here in the top of the third with a 1-1 count on Como. Fastball low and away. hard hit
Sharp
foul
hit ground
ball
ball.
down
Just
the
foul.
third base line. Call Connor. You got Connor's number?
No.
Call. Is Matthew's mom here that can reach out to Connor? Having a little camera trouble in center field. We got it back working. Trying to. 2-2 count to Como.
All right, we relayed the
Fastball
signal.
away. Good spot there from Kaimi.
Trying to nibble off the outside part of the plate right there.
Yep.
Seeing what he can work with the umpire.
So full count to Como. Scoreless here at top of the third. Oh, check swing, fastball up and in. Fouled it off. Remain full count.
Como's got that good shortstop body, man. Tall, lean, athletic looking. Looks like he can move.
As opposed to a bad shortstop body that's
Like a
short,
like a catcher,
wide,
like a catcher body.
stubby. Fastball up and in again. He lays off of it. It's going to be a walk for Como. Got walk-ons in Covington live streaming the game.
Oh, nice.
Jason just texted me. Want to thank our sponsors: Walk-Ons, Florida Lee Title, Avala, River Rock Stoneworks, Knights Nation, In and Out Urgent Care. Forgot I added those guys. David Guzan. Every time we go in and out of innings, they show that graphic. So, first live official streaming game of the season. So we're working out the kinks. Missing Lenny and Barry, so we picked up Russo and Winchester. Made
Sorry about that.
Late night trade.
The B team is here.
Yeah, traded Strickland and Russell for Russo and Winchester. And
tough play.
gets
tough
under
play.
Russo's glove down the third base line. Como around in third. They're going to send him home. Nope, they hold him off.
And he gets caught him.
And
he gets caught him at the
back
plate.
door.
Yeah, nice.
So
Como
get out to
Como rounded the bag a little bit too much over at third base and winds up getting
thrown out by
thrown
Bootery
off.
in left field.
Yeah.
So kind of backdoored him as the cutoff. Russo kind of dove for a ball down the line, went right under his glove. Carras comes over.
Try to help out.
Try to help out and ends up, being the cutoff guy and backdooring the runner. So Como ends up at second base on that. Or I'm sorry, Ben Tate ends up at second base. Como gets thrown out. So swing and a miss by Will Judas, number 12 for the Rebels. One out here in the top of the third, live at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama, in the Southeast Catholic Classic.
Had some crazy base running plays so far this game.
Anderson's. We've had.
I'm going to say nothing.
Yeah.
And
Anderson getting picked on a wheel, run down on a wheel move.
we
Russo
had-
chasing the other guy down.
and we had that makeshift.
Yeah.
Looked like pickle in the
Yep,
backyard.
yep,
All the kids, from the entire neighborhood, all.
Ground ball to
Trying to make it
Carras,
work.
backhands in the hole, throws across his body. Ponham staying back.
Oh, that was a nice
Getting up to get it.
effort.
Good infield
Goodness.
single.
Did his best Derek Jeter
Yeah.
impersonation right there.
Yep. You got replay on that, Chip? No. Are we running on replays? Like record? You get that. Just hit the. Nope. Go to camera.
All right.
Maybe.
Let's see what Mick's dialing up here with this first and third situation. I mean, quite honestly, 0-0 ball game, 1 out.
Really looking for that.
I'd give Steven a shot.
I agree.
Give Steven a shot, throw him out.
Hard
Oh, nice.
1 out. Russo hard hit ground ball.
Oh,
Catches the runner going from third, gets him in a run down, but gets back safely to third base. So a fielder's choice for Boulay to make the bases loaded for the Rebels here in the top of the third.
They're in a tough spot right there, right? So you get regardless of what decision you make.
yeah.
Matthew made a decisive decision,
Right.
So it's a hard hit ball. He could have potentially turned to, but he had his eyes on the guy going back home and probably didn't run long enough for that kind of pickle to really kind of occur. And there you go.
Base hit single in the hole. Bro scores
send it
one.
Oh.
There you go
Look,
again.
again.
There you go again, guys.
Oh, get the
On
ball,
the
Matthew.
transfer.
On the transfer.
So
On the
runners out at
transfer.
third. Russo, cutoff man again from left field on the base hit. Backdoors the guy around in third.
Again, twice in one inning.
Yep. So Como's going to score. Looks like Tate's the one that gets, or Judas is the one that gets thrown out backdoored at third base for the second out of the inning.
Yeah.
Leaving the runners on first and second. And Teurlings is the first one to score here.
Yeah. Finding holes.
Yeah.
Putting good swings on it. And
it's not easy to try to keep score, watch 7
You're
plays.
doing an incredible job, man.
Takes an entire crew to do this.
We do have an official statistician, not on the road. Bob's my dad's gonna.
Oh, okay.
For the home game, so
okay, good.
He'll get to keep up with all this.
Okay.
Best of luck to Bob. Shout out to Bob, man. Good luck with that. Like Finkel and Einhorn up here, man. Einhorn is Finkel.
Hard ground ball to Pond stays in front of it, knocks it down for the third out of the
Tell you what, once again, ground balls, right? I mean, we had one ground ball find a hole, but he's getting the overwhelming majority of them to find the infielders, and we're able to get out of them. That's a tough jam.
So we're going at the end of 2.5 here. It's Teurlings Catholic 1, and St. Paul's coming about here in the bottom of the third.
And we'll be right back.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Commercials. And we're back. Hank Aaron Stadium, WPBN, Mobile, Alabama. That's our In-N-Out Urgent Care official sponsor, In-N-Out at every inning this year on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. So thank you to Dave and those guys. Got over at In-N-Out. Steven Splita up to lead off the bottom of the third, swinging aggressively. First pitch, shortstop.
Nice play.
For Teurlings, making a great play, Como.
That's a great play, but
center field.
Great play, but very risky. I mean, you got to communicate on that. Quite honestly, I got center field taking that all day long.
Yep.
And there's reason why we do things like pop-up priorities in practice, so that things like this. I mean, they dodged a bullet right there, but that could have been ugly.
Yeah,
in several ways.
Yeah,
injuries, errors, whatever.
I saw it. I saw a wrist.
Yep.
So that's what I saw.
So Cade Lanu,
another senior here. Nice job.
Second baseman.
Great leader. Holding it down at second base, and
ground ball to his. Would that be your battery mate if you're going that way, Jeff, or is it just catcher pitcher?
It's just catcher pitcher.
Okay, so it's not second.
No,
his counterpart.
No.
So,
going back to your comment about, Cade and the leadership on the team. Like, if it's one thing that's impressed me the most about this senior class, these guys are chock full of leadership. Yep. And they do an uncanny job of being able to take in the younger players and make them kind of really feel like, hey, we're prepping you for passing the baton.
Yeah, building on another senior we have here right now, Reed Gallagher, number 13, center fielder.
Trying to sneak in a bunt.
Yeah, where's the 13? So that's a little bit more history for you guys as newer parents to St. Paul's. That is a legacy for center field right there, that number there for outfield.
Drop third strike. Gallagher runs down for the third out of the inning. So tell us about 13.
Yeah, so 13 we have started when, it's so bad that I forgot the kid's name, but when Matthew was a freshman at a senior that played, he was also a wide receiver And the name's going to come to me at some time during the game, but he really kind of started
Text
it.
us or message
Yeah,
us
no doubt.
on social media.
Yeah, if you're out there
Slipping us
watching
our
live
mind.
for our Facebook page, if you know the answer to this question, let us know.
Grant Grosh.
Grant Grosh,
okay.
number 13.
Big home run against Jesuit. That was really like one of our cornerstone games. It was an extra innings game in the playoffs in the quarterfinals. And then that number 13, progressed over to Nick Vitale. So Vitale took that number over and held things down in the outfield there and had an incredible senior year, if you really think about it. Shout out to Matt Vitale right there.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Great family there. Great advocate for this program.
Talk to him about left-handed catchers.
Yeah, exactly. Minus the booze, for sure. And, But no, it's great to see Reed kind of take over that legacy.
In the booth sometime.
Yeah,
I guarantee he'll be up there. He's got a little Sammy coming up.
Yeah.
He's still got, So there's still some Vitales at St. Paul's. Super nice guy, super great family. I know he'll be good at this.
Yeah,
when
shout out to Vicky too. We never hear about Vic, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's all about Matt. So
right.
Yeah.
So Top Velocity, our official game sponsor today for the first game of this doubleheader. The Knights Nation is our official game day sponsor of Game 2. So getting started, bottom of the third. Wolves down 1-0 here. Or top of the fourth, excuse me. Wolves down 1-0 here live at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama. Going to bring up the first baseman. Nope.
Ooh. Nice pitch.
Sorry about that. The center fielder, Bennett Milstead.
That was a big aggressive hack right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Last time he fielder's choice, one of the 18 balls hit to Russo at third.
Yeah. So much for making that quick conversion.
Yeah,
right?
throw him to the Wolves. Literally.
Literally, no pun intended.
Big swing by Milstead. Going to make it 0-2 on him. Good pitch right there.
Trent is doing a great job of mixing it up,
He
keeping the ball down.
No doubt about it. Totally agree. All right, this is the big one, right? Location.
Grant Grosh.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Blake LaCicero chiming in on our chat.
Blake.
Good.
You knew I was searching for it.
Spot from Kaimi there. Good 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, it really looks like the people are starting to wake up back home now, man. We got more people here.
We probably got between Facebook, YouTube, and our website, we're probably pushing 250, 300 people, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Good strikeout, swinging, good pitch.
Top velocity
by
strikeout
Kaimi.
right there.
A top velocity strikeout, official game day sponsor, official strikeout sponsor. Go see Brent Porcio and the guys over at Top Velocity in Covington. They're opening their new Boca Raton facility this weekend. I think they're up to Brent, you can text me or shoot a message, but I think they're up to 6 facilities globally. They have one in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Couple in Florida, California. I think Texas growing fast. Great program over there. So
they streaming that on ESPN The Ocho? I don't know. Just asking for
the
a
Ocho.
Yeah, the Ocho.
Yeah.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
It's the Noche in
Let's see if it
Telemundo.
pays off for him. So one out here, top of the fourth.
I got a question from Kyle. So will the Rummel game
Absolutely, Kyle.
As two Rummel baseball alums, myself and Winchester.
Yeah.
That is an absolute.
Yep.
That we will be filming that game as well.
We're trying to hard
nice play. Come on, Ston. That's a nice play.
Oh, just enough up the line.
Great.
Dog.
Great play by Crash at short. Throw a little bit up the line. Pontiff comes off the bag, runs into the runner, and the ball gets in the dugout to move. Who is that? Gottschall over to second base. He's the pitcher. So
it was going to be a bang play anyway. It was a great effort by Hunter over there at short.
Yeah,
just enough
couple
up the
backhands
line.
Tough plays. I mean, between him and Russo, first games not really first games,
really
but just getting a new position right there. They're getting their money's worth and their work out there, and then Pontiff over at first get a little bit more action. So
they're figuring it out.
Yep.
You know,
so
one out. Play these games.
Yep. One out, top of the fourth.
Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss by Gavin Trahan.
Once again,
actually, we're back at Oakley Borg at the top of the lineup. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Bob again right now. Shout out to Bob.
Where's he at?
We are looking forward to seeing you on Monday.
Yeah.
Every time we mention Bob's name, it's gonna be a reference to the fact that we're trying to keep up with everything that's happening as far as documentation.
Lanu.
Another ground ball.
Easy 4-3 for him. So Bork, 3 at bats, 3 put-out, strikeout, fly ball, and ground ball to Lano at second, moving Gottschall over to third base with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
Kyle's excited about the game coming up after this, man.
Yeah, very excited. I'm actually.
He said Raider Pride.
Yep.
We're trying to get Frankie Cazzo on the pregame show.
A streaming schedule on the Facebook page and on our Twitter. I think we got 26 games on there. Most of them home.
Yeah.
We do have a few away. That doubleheader at Holy Cross, got to check with Andy, but I'm sure he'll be fine with that.
Sure.
So if you're wondering what games we'll stream, it's there on WPBN on Facebook and on our Twitter page at Wolfpack Broadcast Network. You can check out our streaming schedule for this year for baseball.
And you'll also see the pipeline, right? So that's also, as a parent of a senior, you want to see what's coming in the future as well. So we'll also be broadcasting our gold and blue as well, varsity. Right? So I think that's really important for people to see what is up and coming as well. Yeah, totally.
I think there's about 4 games from each of the sub-varsity gold and blue there. And just
nice job, Steve.
Just to reiterate, I mean, all of this is possible through our sponsors who are helping us put this together. So, we could not be able to bring it to you guys at no cost if it wasn't for those guys who are really helping us out.
And if you're interested in advertising on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network, our first season was football this year. We reached a little over 100,000 people in 75 days, and most of those guys are North Shore community. So, I mean, people are getting returns on their investments already. I know walk-ons, habaneros, all those guys in the restaurant industry, they're seeing big returns from the Wolfpack Broadcast Network advertising. So reach out to us if you want to advertise on our network. Walk right there. From Como, the shortstop, second walk of the game.
That was really interesting because, my youngest came out here early with us today to kind of see how everything is set up. And what he doesn't realize is when he turns the TV on, all the work that happens before the TV comes on. And it's great to have a conversation with a 13-year-old about that. And, he's really excited about this, man. It's a great platform and excellent opportunity to showcase Louisiana and Alabama and South baseball.
Yeah, but it's something like this that could ultimately turn him on to, pursuing a career in some sort of broadcasting. Sure. I mean, he's out there videoing with the iPhones most of the time.
People don't even realize that guy's Twitter famous, man. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Dutch Humma, by the way.
Ball too low and in. Got
Watch him laugh in about 20 seconds.
First and third with 2 outs here at Hank Aaron Stadium. Teurlings Catholic up 1-0 in the top of the 4th.
He is laughing. Look, he's chuckling. Look at him.
Shout out to him.
Oh, that one's going to drop in.
That's going to score another run with a little bloop single to shallow center, moving the runners over to first and second and scoring. So that's Judas' second hit of the game. Infield single to shortstop last time. Fielder's choice to third base on his first at bat and his second single of the game. So RBI single for Judas there. And that's going to make it 2-0 Teurlings Catholic.
2-0 here. I think the outfield's really kind of learning. This field plays big, right, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, you can really see Reed, wants to be aggressive there, but really just doesn't know kind of where he's at. From that perspective.
You never, people visually, they just look at the numbers in the corners and stuff like that, and you see, our field's 325, our field's 310, it's 390 in center.
Right.
It's not the same thing. No. You go to like Hoover, Alabama, fields like this.
Oh goodness!
You see like the way the outfield just expands on these bigger AA and minor league and college facilities. Is amazing.
I played in Hoover, and same year
ball again off the foot.
Same year I played here, 2005. I played in Hoover, and goodness gracious, that is a graveyard.
So. Our first mistake of the game, that was actually Ben Tate with the single. That's his second. I was
Shout
right
out Bob.
Second. Yeah. Bob again. So Judas is actually up to bat right now. So RBI single from Ben Tate, his second hit of the game. He got a double in his second at bat. Actually, third hit of the game.
Nice pitch. Attaboy,
so strikeout for Judas. I think I jinxed him by giving him the base hit.
Job,
so Jinx 2, Russo 1.
We're keeping track. Yeah.
So that'll end the top of the 4th with our in and out urgent care. Swap out here. That's another top velocity strikeout. Teurlings Catholic 2, St. Paul's 0. We'll be right back.
Is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Yeah, do that then.
And we're back here live, Teurlings Catholic, St. Paul's Baseball, Mobile, Alabama, Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Teurlings Catholic 2, St. Paul's 0, going to the bottom of the fourth. Going back to the top of the lineup here.
Yep, we're back at the top.
Anderson finally.
Yep.
Back at the top. What did he's not batting. He's getting DH for. Okay. So
so Anderson comes out right there, right out of the gates, same way he did to lead off the game, and hacking first pitch.
Yeah, aggressive. Yeah. All the guys. I mean, we're back to the top of the lineup. Yeah. We're putting the bat on the ball. It's just
we just got to find some holes.
Right. Yep. So, I think it's pretty consistent when you guys were at the walk-ons coaches show, right?
Yep.
And when you were interviewing Mick and you were interviewing Todd, talked about it, and they said they hunt fastballs. They're aggressive, and that's the case.
Good take by Anderson, 2-1 count. I mean, if you look at our scorecard here, I mean, we back to the top, but only one strikeout. I mean, a single, fly out right, fly out left, shortstop, second. I mean, we're spraying the ball over the field. It's just not finding holes.
Yeah, this is a damage count right here. So let's see what Kate can do.
Yeah, 31. Don't miss it right here, Kate.
Good.
Good take on that fastball low and away. So Anderson gets a walk as a second at bat.
Interesting fact, leadoff walk scores 80% of the time.
And 92% of statistics are made up on the spot.
That's right.
How about that, right?
And I made up that number.
Yeah, that was
you just keep going with that.
I will keep doing it.
I think my mind just got blown.
Trying to keep up with all the numbers. Now, was that 92% of leadoff walks?
You have about 3 more hours alive there you got to fill. So don't think we're almost done with this.
Make up whatever you want. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what we do up here.
So we got Logan Pontiff up right now, man, at first.
No outs here at the bottom of the fourth. Good take by Pontiff, flowing away. Last time Logan flied out to shallow right field.
Is it flied out or flew out?
I like them both.
Well, in Zachary, we flied out.
I flied out.
Yeah, everywhere else you flew out.
Yeah.
Shout out Zachary.
Yeah. Jeff Winchester, grammar police in the booth. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, tough crowd.
No, it was just it was an honest question, man. I mean,
no, it is an honest question. I gave you an honest answer too.
I would definitely say both. I have said both.
Fly ball.
There you go.
Left fielder coming in hard for out number 1 in the bottom of the fourth. So going to bring up Matthew Russo, third baseman, flew out to deep left. Ball kept hanging last time.
Yeah, he had some backspin on it, right?
So let's see what Matthew can do in this next at bat. A lot of action at third base today. Ground balls, bunts, backhands, diving for foul balls, backdoor tags.
Yeah.
Got a lot of action over there today. Slow move over to first, keeping the runner honest over there with Anderson taking a short lead.
Big left-handed hitter in the box, fast base runner at first. I'm going. So much harder for a catcher to try to throw a guy out when there's a big left-handed hitter in the batter's box. So that's just one of those advantages of having the lefties in the lineup that most people don't realize is, from a catcher's perspective.
The blockability, right? Block the vision.
And as a batter, if you're a left-handed hitter there, Jeff, especially the younger guys, they typically get the take with the steal, right? So as a batter, you want to get where? Deep in the box. Right?
Obviously trying to
mess with the catcher.
Yeah, trying to make it as difficult for the catcher to make that throw down as possible. So deep in the box, on the plate, closer to his throwing arm. I mean, those are all little things that, left-handed hitters can do to try to disrupt the ability to throw down at second base.
0-1 count to Russo, runner on first. Slide step. Good take there, low and away, 1-1 count. So, a lot of things, and I like what you said there, Jeff, and you've been coaching a while. I know Russo, you've coached. I've coached. I mean, what we've always harped to the youngsters is the little things. You know what I'm saying? And you can't say that enough.
Even just the idea of advancing a ball in the dirt. I mean, if you have a really good catcher too, it's not an easy thing to be able to block a ball and be able to pop up and make a throw down to second base.
And
there's a lot going on right there, and there's a bunch of variables when it comes down to throwing the ball down to second base from a squat position, much less having to have to go down and block a ball and then pop up and try to make that throw. So, anytime you see that opportunity.
2-1 count to Russo. Anderson with a pretty aggressive lead over there. Good secondary. Big cut by Russo, fouling it off straight back into the parking lot, probably on my car.
Yeah. That would just make the weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Make the week. We've had, some balls hitting early in the week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
it's all right, man.
Things happen.
Shout out to Big Win Russo for taking care of Mick.
Yeah.
It's all good, though, man.
Pick off back to first.
Oh,
Gets by the first baseman. Anderson's got good legs. He's going to go for second and going to get in there standing up.
Boy.
So,
way to be
moving the
aggressive
runner
on
over.
that.
2-2 count here for Russo.
Sorry. We're good.
With a runner on second.
Yeah.
One out here, bottom of the fourth. I'm stepping on Russo's cable.
I think the other aspect about this is, predicting the run right there of a steal forces a fastball to a big kid like Matthew, right? So here's a situation where let's see what he gets.
Middle of the game, I'm sure it doesn't really hurt you. That same play happens late in the game in a 2-run ball game.
Yeah.
It almost backfires on you.
Sure.
Because now they pitch around Matthew, which is one of your bigger bats. He can one swing of the bat, he changes the game.
Full count to Russo.
Not to take anything away from Hunter at all,
Got him.
Big cut.
Got him.
Fastball away. Strikeout swinging.
But,
We'll bring up Hunter Carras, a shortstop, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
Hunter's having a heck of a game defensively. Let's see if he can help be a spark offensively for us.
Anderson with a good lead. Shortstop creeping in. A little will move there to keep him honest.
I can see how Cade got thrown off on that. That was a pretty decent inside move right there.
Yeah, that and his first time at second, he was about halfway to third.
Yeah.
On his secondary, which he's still a little bit aggressive there. Fastball inside for Carras, taking that for ball 1.
I think he's going to make sure Gottschall really delivers the ball before he gets that aggressive on his secondary lead this time.
Yep.
He does a good job at disguising it, going from his high balance to his low balance.
What's the rule, Jeff? You don't want your first or third out at third base or home?
Yep. Never make the first or third out at third.
Yep. And
come on, Hunter. Get us on the board.
So 1-1 count, 2 outs here. Cade Anderson at second base, Hunter Carras at the plate. 1-1 count. Teurlings Catholic up 2-0, bottom of the fourth, live at Hank Aaron Stadium.
Oh, that's a nice stroke.
Left fielder tracking back.
That is going deep.
That's
off the wall in left field. That a boy, Hunter.
Easy. Carras going to get a stand-up double.
Kid's clutch, man.
With 2
I don't know
outs.
what else to say. I don't know what else to say. He's done that so far.
Big-time clutch hitting, like Russo said.
There's that spark that we were looking for.
Off the wall in left field. I mean, he got all of that. I mean, wind looked like, carrying the wind a little bit.
A little bit.
So, but RBI double.
Maybe one more sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, and that thing would have been gone.
Yeah.
All right, Spencer, let's go.
So RBI double for Carras. Spencer Slayton up, another big hitter for the Wolves. DHing for Bootery in left field today. First pitch fastball, a little bit low. Going to make it 1-0 on Slayton. So Wolves get on the board, 2-1. Big RBI double by Hunter Carras. Slayton with a big swing there, make it 1-1.
Good swing on a good aggressive pitch.
It's not easy seeing the difference between a fastball, changeup, and a curveball at this up here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we're pretty high up here.
Yeah. I mean, that right there looked like caught shot fastball, but it was low. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So. It always impresses me if you go to the MLB games. I know they have computers, cameras, and all that stuff, but immediately, the velocity, the pitch, what it was. How do you tell the difference between a sinker, split finger, or change up instantaneously.
Well, I think there's all these.
I mean, is
the
there a guy hitting the
technologies,
button, or is it?
I think the technology is
RPMs,
all
all that stuff?
like there's algorithms that they've programmed in based off of data
Yeah.
that they acquire from different things like TrackMan or Rapsodo and stuff like that. That you see a fastball within a certain range and it moves a certain amount.
But next time you're at an MLB ballpark watching a game, and they because all of them do it, posting those pitches. Good take by Slayton, going to move
Corres
over to third. Catcher kind of sleeping there.
No, I think it's what Jeff was talking about as well. I mean, you got a right-handed batter in.
Yep.
Off-speed pitch on the inner half, close to hitting Slayton.
Full
Completely blocked, and Hunter just took advantage of it.
Well, the other thing too, as a catcher, you got 2 outs. That runner's already in scoring position. Chances are, we're gonna go after the hitter.
Right.
So it's almost a gimme to get to third base. I mean, you can be
Worry about the
aggressive.
batter.
He can be aggressive and hope that maybe a pass ball is going to get behind him, but he's already in scoring position, so a base hit should score him ananyway.
3-2 count to Slayton. Fastball low and away for a walk. That's a big walk. Good at bat by Spencer Slayton.
Yep.
So now
Pitcher
you can
Trent
maybe
Kiami.
full with a first and third situation here. So the runner moving now is a big deal.
No, that changes obviously it changes the dynamic here.
Before we miss it, Chip, you can go back to it with that. With Carras still in third base, that's a Florida League title company stolen base there. So first one
shout
of the
out
season there.
Jeff Lesashare.
Yep. So shout out to Jeff and the guys over
his
at Florida
wife
League.
Martha. Been knowing them since we were kids.
Yep. So thank you to them. And now we're gonna segue into our next sponsor, which is our River Rock Mound Visit pitching chain sponsor. While Teurlings Catholic is at the mound talking, and so we got our River Rock Stoneworks Mound Visit.
Tell you what, beautiful product, man.
So
we just had the opportunity to
Alan and those guys
redo the backyard, and trying to figure out what we wanted to do with our countertop back there. And initially, Alan said he wanted to go with that black leather look, and I was like, ooh, that might be a little dirty. And I tell you what, man.
Well, that's what your master bathroom is leather top, right?
That's all we do is
black,
leather. Oh yeah, black leather. That's right.
Here,
it is. Yeah. We're into some things.
Now the swing is vinyl.
Yeah.
The swing's not leather.
No, that's not. But needless to say,
Wolfpack Broadcast Network live, Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
Shout out
Needless
to
to
the
say,
out there.
Alan made a good call, even though I was a little skeptical at first. But River Rock, they got beautiful products, man.
So
They're
granite
really,
countertop,
really nice.
Marble,
quartzite, quartz.
Yeah,
I mean,
all of it.
All the
they
stuff
made
they
a
put
pretty
out.
cool trophy for you guys for the Wonder Boys, right?
Yeah, a huge
Lightning
sponsor
bolt.
of Wonder Boy Baseball. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Shout out to Wonder Boys.
Yeah.
So
Wonder Boys, they're
watching
getting
out
kicked
there.
off here in a few hours over in Covington.
Awesome.
They got 2 games today. Unfortunately, I won't be there.
First and third, 2 outs, bottom of the
Trent
4th
Kiami.
for the Wolves. Trent Kiami up to bat. Big swing.
Watch out, Todd.
Yep. Watch your ankles there, Todd. Todd Cole, third base coach for the Wolves over there. Works over at iBoss Roofing. Am I saying that right?
Absolutely.
So, good guy.
Takes
like
a
Todd.
village, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, such as iBoss, that allows Todd the opportunity to do this, and it takes a village. It takes a pack, right, to make this thing happen. So, one thing on that last play, if you think about it, we call him plus, right? So the plus is that Hunter moved over on Spencer Slayton's, and then Spencer also took a walk, right? So that's one of those at bats that it is a very good at bat because you progress both ways.
Yep.
Sure.
So 1-2 count on Kiami. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Yep.
Shout out to Andrea Corres, who's watching. She's commenting on the live feed. Andrea's
They're probably getting to the leather comments about right now. Curveball up and in.
Curveball up.
So
Andrea's a friend of my sister for a long time when I was growing up.
So 2-2 count to Kiami. Big at bat right here. I mean, fastball up. Good take by Kiami on that 2-2 count. Full up here.
Trent's come up in a couple of really big spots over the last 2 years. I know last year was pretty short.
It's just he's Slayton moving right here on this pitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
3-2, 2 outs. Yeah, he's got to be going.
First,
just make sure he goes home.
Yeah.
Just make sure he goes home.
So Slayton moving,
Swing and a miss.
And a miss by Kiami for strike 3. And that's going to go ahead and end the inning. And we're going to go to our in-and-out urgent care, in-and-out swap over here to start the top of the 5th. Teurlings Catholic 2, St. Paul's 1. And we'll be right back.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back here, Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama, Wolfpack Broadcast Network. St. Paul's down 2-1, top of the fifth against Teurlings Catholic. Big swing from number 14, Caden Boulay, third baseman. He struck out his first time up, and then a fielder's choice, which I'm just guessing the third base because Matt's had about 3 of those.
Yeah, they're picking on him.
We got some action down in the bullpen right now.
Yep. So
who do we have down there?
Double barrels going on. I see one of them is
looks like Barrios.
Barrios is one.
Yep.
And is that AO? Could be AO.
I think that it looks like it.
That's AO.
Yep. So strikeout looking. That's a top velocity strikeout. Thinking of top velocity, go see Brent and the guys over at Top Velocity. Brent Porcia. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's Kymie's 4th strikeout of the game. Big swing by number 18, Kyle Bro, the DH, batting for Trahan, the catcher.
I'm trying to get Mick to explain to me why they throw from the catcher to first base on strikeouts.
I think we actually need to ask Cooper Winchester that from last night. If y'all were been there, I wish we would have streamed it. So we had Hunter Koras at third base.
He was a rookie.
I think they're doing righty-lefty. So righties,
they always throw for some reason. That's a great question by Winchester. But Cooper's in there for the first,
swing and a miss,
big action.
Yeah.
They get
at bat.
One of many strikeouts, right? As the first one,
and he goes the other way,
and he throws it to Hunter, and Hunter, as a senior, just stares the freshman down like, "This is not what we do."
Like, what are you doing? Get with it, kid.
Yeah, it was.
Caden's probably glad to hear that because he always wants to be part of the throw around and never has his whole life. So, big swing, fly ball, high fly ball, short, shallow center fielder Reed Gallagher for the second out of the inning.
Good read by Reed.
Yep, and Bro, his third at bat. Had a RBI single last at bat to.
In his defense, though, the very next batter struck out again, and he made
he got it right.
He made the correction.
Well, it only takes
he took one stare down by the stunner.
Yeah, that's right.
The stunner gave him the stun.
Yep. So Connor Kleinpeter, left fielder for the Rebels, up to bat. Sacrifice bunt his first at bat, and then they ground ball to Pontiff over
They have
first
swung
base.
first pitch every time.
You think they're picking something up, or it's just
I just think they're very aggressive. Which is, obviously good, but now we're starting to get third time through the lineup.
Yeah.
And we can start kind of implementing maybe a little bit of an adjustment on how we're doing. Although I have to say, based on what he's ground balls, I was just about to say it. We're getting a lot of ground balls from Trent today, which is good.
Kymie.
Yeah.
Pontiff with the stretch and gets the third out.
It's a nice inning right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So with that ground ball, we're going to go to an out swap out here, and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
In and Out Urgent Care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back live, Hunter Stadium, Hank Aaron Stadium, used to football. Wolfpack Broadcast Network, Mobile, Alabama. St. Paul's down 2-1, going to the bottom of the 5th against Teurlings Catholic in the Southeast Catholic Classic. Got a new pitcher on the mound for Teurlings Catholic. Tulane commit senior Ben Tate, big-time lefty, mid-80s. Curveball, slider, changeup, controls the fastball.
Does a really nice job. And he's a Knights Nation kid, right?
Knights Nation. So shout out to those guys, Knights Nation. So thank you to Jack Crescent, Knights Nation, for being one of our game day sponsors. Fastball up, 2-0 to Steven Splita, Texas A&M commit.
Yeah.
Catcher for the Wolves.
Come on, Steve-O. Be ready, kiddo.
So 2-0 count to Steven. Quick hands. Kind of a chop foul ball down the first base line. It's going to make it 2-1 on Spolita.
The interesting thing about this is, with the shortened season last year, you have a lot of what-if scenarios, right?
Yeah.
So, as much as Steve is in his second year as, starter behind the plate, he's still kind of getting acclimated to, being the guy, being the dude, and, behind the plate and doing a nice job, right? So
good take.
He's doing a nice job here. I'd like to see him on.
3-1 count. Seen all fastballs so far. I mean, you got to be looking for one here, right?
Yeah.
Well, you would think so.
So let's see if he comes out his shoes on this one. 3-10 down the line. Kind of a tall wall and right.
All right, leadoff walk.
That's
huge.
Walk.
We'll probably see a pinch runner for him.
So Splita gets on first with a leadoff walk.
Looks like Barrios is coming in to run
Barrios is
for
coming in as a pinch runner for the catcher. Or is it courtesy runner still, right?
Yeah.
No
leadoff walk scores 79% of the time.
Yep.
Because he did.
Went down one.
Because we didn't score. Yeah, we didn't score. We didn't score the last leadoff walk.
But there was a team that scored in another game somewhere. So
that's right. They balanced it out, yeah.
So we got number 8, Cade Lano, second baseman. Lanu? I said Lanu, and y'all told me Lano, right?
No, it's definitely Lanu.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, Lanu.
This guy's crashing, man.
All right, play the game.
That's where this game is dangerous.
Play the game. Play the game. Play the game.
He bunts it the other way.
Nice bunt.
Good bunt. Nobody. Catcher coming up to cover third. So moving the runner over, doing his job there, Cade Lanu. Yeah,
but that's the thing. I mean, at this point in time, I think everybody in the stadium, maybe with the exception of my wife, knows that this is a bunt situation.
Yeah.
And so it's not necessarily about trying to catch somebody off guard. It's who executes.
Yeah.
Will the offense execute? Will the defense execute? And right there, we got offensive execution because it's exactly what we wanted. Move the guy over to second base, put him in scoring position.
Yeah.
Everybody in the stands knows it's
and everybody
coming.
has their own way to do it, right?
Yeah.
That guy crashed hard from third base. I've seen some big-time accidents with that happening, where you do have the pullback. I know it's not a gentleman thing to do, but when you're 10 feet away, so when Cade put that ball to the right side, number one, it's what he's supposed to do.
Right.
Number two, it's the gentleman thing to do as well. You know, like it's like that's where I need to get that thing. So.
Well, it's more part of the execution side of it.
Some people don't hit 16s against 10s in blackjack, but you're supposed to do it.
Exactly.
So
if Cade turns around and bunts it directly back to the third baseman, who's all but maybe 15 feet away from him, he feels that ball and potentially throws it to second, and now we've kind of lost an out there.
Yeah.
Yep. So runner on second, 1-1 count. One out here. Reed Gallagher at the plate. Big cut by Reed, fouls it off straight back. Going to make it 1-2 on Reed. Gallagher is a junior.
He's a senior.
Senior also?
Yeah, senior.
We'll have all those stats lists and everything in our home games.
I figured that's why y'all invited me here. Yeah. It's all coming together now. But yeah, came on last year. Really kind of came in certain spots.
Oh, getting a gap.
It's a big spot, guys. This might be dangerous.
This is going to be
Watch
very
how dangerous this is.
This is what you
Gallagher
here we
going
go.
for third. Gapper in the right center field.
Speed kills Reed.
Attaboy.
That's a big spot, Rito.
That is huge.
Stand up RBI
Be proud,
triple
13.
for Reed Gallagher to
had a
tie
great
the ball game up in the bottom of the fifth.
He's had a great weekend.
Oh,
he
man.
really has.
Yeah, replay.
Tell you what.
This thing is confidence, right? And we saw him in a leadoff spot in Lakeshore, right?
Yes.
And the game's moving really fast when you come into that starting lineup, and then you're the leadoff hitter that don't have a lot of what scenarios there. They moved him back to 6. Now he's at 9. He's seen a lot of fastballs,
right.
And that's probably his 5th or 6th hit of the weekend. So super excited for that kid. Good
job, Reed Gallagher, tying the ball game up. So 2-2, back to the top of the order with Cade Anderson, who singled his first time up and a walk-on's walk his second at bat. So Anderson's going to come up with Gallagher on third and one out. Let's put it in play here, huh, boys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Got the infield drawn in. I mean, really, look at what you're looking for is a ball up in the zone where we can get it over the infield's head.
Yeah. As a contact hitter, you're licking your chops right now.
Oh, gosh,
right?
yeah.
Because I can even roll over one and get it past him.
Oh, yeah. Especially Gallagher's speed at third.
Yeah, totally.
You know. And a lefty up, the odds are you're not, putting one back at third for a check up there.
And then we got the infield drawn in, but with Jeff, what you were saying with Reed's speed, I got to believe that we're going on contact.
Yeah.
We're aggressive. We've always been aggressive here.
Good take right there by Anderson. It's going to make it 1-2. Lefty on lefty.
Gosh, I love to see a kid like Reed be able to do the little things like we saw last night, beating out drag bunts and then shopping in the gap in a big moment like this one.
Anderson goes down swinging, leaving Gallagher at third with 2 outs here, and Pontiff coming up to the plate.
He had 2 good approaches yesterday's game, driving those balls to left center field. I don't know if he had too much to show for it, but it was a nice swing.
Mm-hmm. So Pontiff's first 2 at-bats, he flew out to right and flew out to left, so he's putting the ball in play. Let's see if he can get Gallagher in from third base here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Tie game 2-2. Good cut.
Good swing.
Foul ball straight
That's
back.
one thing we got to pay attention to up here with this window open.
Yeah, you saw me last night. I don't know if anybody else saw that. I got to show you the video in between innings.
That was epic.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Connor was
videotaping.
videotaping.
It was an ugly finder hit through and through.
And Matthew hit a ball to right field and foul ball, and Connor didn't put his eyes away from the camera, and the ball was coming right for him.
Oh.
And I pushed him out of the way and got buried by Matthew's line drive, went down to the ground, almost flipped over the fence. And we were 2 stories up, by the way.
Video?
Yeah. I do.
We do have a video.
Got a couple of shots of it.
We can load that up.
We were saving for the
and back door and
we were saving it for the pregame show for the Rummel game.
That's what that toggle's for. We can
that was
see the rib shot.
Yeah, come on, Logie, let's go.
3-1 count. Looking for a fastball right here. Good
Get
cut, getting the hole. Second baseman comes up, makes
Noonan.
Oh,
Noonan.
The
Noonan
called it.
The Noonan worked.
Yep. So Pontiff.
We'll take it.
We're going to call that an E4. Scores a run, though, RBI to take the lead in the bottom of the 5th. So Gallagher scores. A little bit of a Chuck Knobloch situation there, huh? I mean, he came up slow. I mean, you saw it. He kind of hesitated, and when he kind of short-armed it there, it flew on him. So, So Pontiff reaches on an error to score Gallagher to take the lead.
Russo
coming up. Big fastball, big cut right there. Being aggressive.
I felt the breeze off of that one.
Yeah.
Goodness.
He's starting to really starting to get, he had a good game yesterday, had 3 hits, in that back half game, and it was good to see because you could see the confidence. Like, he's starting to see the ball, see the pitches. And
well, he's working. We saw him in the hitter's house, 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Was that Wednesday night, Thursday night?
Yeah.
Taking cuts. So, had 2 big guys in there.
Yeah,
freshman Caden and senior
loud stuff
Russo.
going on.
Time out by Russo. Gets it.
He may not see another fastball.
No, you're right.
It's all right. Take that slider to left center field.
Got to look at the 5-5 right here.
Good take there by Russo.
He's called that a while.
Yes.
That was a close one right there.
1-1 count.
Was outside, but he's been given that, especially to Matthew.
See, and this is where you really depend as a catcher if you're calling your own game. This is where you depend on the information from the umpire in the first couple innings to know what he's given on the corners to what batters, because all of that is going to go – it's going to play in big in how you pitch a guy like Matthew who, for all intents and purposes can make this a 3-run game with one swing of the bat.
Yep. Southern Miss commit, senior Matthew Russo, plays both sides of the corner. So 1-2 count to Russo. Pontiff for the secondary. Good take by Russo. Going to make it 2-2. Short lead over there at first base. No reason for a big one. Lefty pitcher, 2 outs. Big hitter up.
Yeah.
Just see it to the plate and get a good secondary.
This is also one of those moments where you don't necessarily want to have a first.
Hard hit ball. First baseman makes a great play.
Yeah.
So Russo hits a hard one down the line, backhand by the first baseman, and scores 3-2. Going to the top of the 6th here at Hank Aaron Stadium, live, Mobile, Alabama, WPBN, and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
It's not.
And we're back live.
Yeah.
Still got Trent Kaime on the mound.
There you go.
Starting up the top of the 6th here. St. Paul's tying it up and taking the lead last inning. So 3-2, Wolves ahead. Big RBI triple by Gallagher.
Nice job, Trent. Nice job, Trent. Low pitch count. Good confidence. I'm not trying to jinx it right now. He's, first guy up, curveball over for strike. Nice job. Good spin. Then he comes right back inside with a fastball, foul ball, and now it comes down to location. That umpire is giving you that outer half. He's giving you the inner half. Let's go take it.
Yep. 0-2 count to Middlestead, center fielder for the
Didn't
Rebels.
take the bait.
Had a fielder's choice at third base his first at bat and a walk his second at bat. So
got double barrels going on down in the pen again.
Yep. 1-2 count,
Change
fastball
up.
or
Might
change
have been a
up,
change up right
high and
there.
away, I think it was.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple different things that we can do here based off of the sequencing that we're going with right now. But I think one thing I would shy away from is probably any type of breaking pitch that's going to go right into his swing.
Yeah.
one-run ball games late in the game, calling a game, the one thing that they always say is you never want to get beat in.
Yeah.
And secondly, if they're going to beat you, they're going to beat you away with your best stuff.
Yeah. We saw that Matthews at that before. That's what Ben tried to do. Ben tried to come in on Matthew, did get him jammed a little bit, but that's definitely one of the things that you want to do for sure. Nice pitch.
Strike out there.
Fastball away.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Love it.
And Middlestead goes down swinging for Kymie's
fifth, huh? Fifth or sixth strikeout?
Fifth strikeout of the game.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up the pitcher, Peyton, or Gottschall. He was the pitcher. He transitioned.
I think we'll figure it out in the other half.
Shout out, Bob.
Yeah. Actually, that's number 20.
Well, looks like the Raiders are stepping into the stadium down below.
So we got this is a pinch hitter, number 20.
You smell Frankie? Is that what it is?
You can smell that.
Hey, ball. Hey, ball.
Carter Fontenot, pinch hitting.
Are we live?
For Gottschall.
We are.
Yep.
I'll wait and say something off the air.
Yeah.
Got a second half of our doubleheader coming up after this live. Fontenot, hard ground ball. Carras, another backhand in the hole. Infield single there.
Oh, wait.
Go get him.
Spalita trailing the runner. Plays the ball off the dugout net.
I had an
possible
attempt
live
there.
ball there.
I mean, there was an
I had an
attempt
last night actually on something where they wound up calling the kid safe, but he goes through it and he makes that move like he's going to go. And once you do that, you're hot.
Yep. So infield single there. Another big backhand from Carras, covering a lot of ground at shortstop today.
Man, he is playing great over there.
And
got a great glove, dude. He always has.
Back to the top of the order with Oakley Bork up. Struck out his first at bat and flew out to first and ground ball to second, his second, third at bat. So he's 0 for 3 on the day. Got a runner on first here, 1 out.
Double play would be real nice right about now. I don't know about anybody else, but
I mean, he's getting the ground balls. He's been getting them all game long. I don't see why one right here wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, it would be a Trent's friend right here because of the
4-6-3.
Yeah, totally.
4-6-3.
Yeah, give me 2 outs, 1 pitch. Get me into the 7th.
Line drive.
Shallows.
I think, Cade's going to double him off.
Line out to right.
Guys,
y'all are welcome.
Yep. Yep. We called the
double play. What is it now? It's 2-2, right?
Yeah.
2-2?
Yeah, 2-2.
2-2.
So Bork lines out to right field. Anderson with the double play and going to the bottom of the 6th. St. Paul's 3, Teurlings Catholic 2. That's an in and out.
That's a good game.
Swap out here, so thank you to In and Out. And we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
In and Out Urgent Care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
And we're back. Hunter Carras at the plate, bottom of the 6th inning. St. Paul's 3, Teurlings Catholic 2. Big fastball away from Ben Tate, Tulane signee, senior for Teurlings Catholic. Carras grounded out to short his first time up, and then a RBI double to left field his second at bat. Big double to put the Wolves
off
on
the wall and left.
Yep. And so 2-0, looking for a fastball here. So don't miss it. Fouled it off.
I mean, the great thing to see here, guys, I know I'm the old man in the booth with the age of the kids, but, you know, to watch two kids that have been playing ball against each other since the age of 7.
Yeah.
You know, going at it again. So, Koras versus Tate should be interesting.
It's one of those silver linings in travel ball that. Ooh,
look at this, guys.
Another
hit.
big
Look at this,
swing.
guys.
He's tracking back in left
caught up in the
field.
wind.
Yeah.
Wind
That, they
did
were-
shift. It's blowing in on us now. Kind of held it up a little bit. So deep fly ball for Carras. Flies out to left field for the first out in the bottom of the 6th. It's going to bring up number 24, Spencer Slayton's LSU Eunice commit, senior St. Paul's DH today. St. Paul's up 3-2, bottom of the 6th. Big cut by
Big
Slayton.
No, what I was going to say is, you know, the thing about travel ball, and you know, everybody's got their own opinions about it, whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, you have these opportunities as you're traveling around the state or the region or whatnot to play all of these guys, and just being able to see them, like you said, Jeff, at such a young age, and watch their progression over the years and see how they develop as players.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable to watch that progression.
Totally.
You know, and you have a connection with these guys that, you know, you might go to St. Paul's, you might play them against Teurlings,
and we know every 2024 kid
sure.
to, you know, the state lines each way. So.
Right, exactly.
So
and
as an example, when this started, Jeff, I was looking over there. I saw Karina Anderson talking to some of the Teurlings Catholic parents.
Right.
That relationship didn't happen 2 hours away. That happened in the summer.
Sure.
Right? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
2-2 count to Slayton.
You know, as much as the travel ball is stamped with being a demon for, you know, our game or whatnot, you know, there definitely are
inside out swing, foul ball down the right field line.
There definitely are certain advantages to
you
know, the format. You know, which is it perfect? Absolutely not. I think there's a lot of it that can be changed.
I mean, there's very few high schools in the state of Louisiana where the three of us don't know at least one player that we've seen play or know, you know,
correct,
can name that.
Yeah.
Deep fly ball, foul territory over in the right field bullpen. Everybody coming over. Foul ball committee over there, but nobody comes up with the play.
And my buddy Tally Hain, who coaches Mobile Christian, is in the house tonight. Tally and the guys over at Mobile Christian have been very successful over the last few years. They won state title a few years ago.
Nice. St. Paul's coming off their state title. We hadn't even mentioned that.
That's true. Yeah. It's in the hype video. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
Got cut out.
Slayton takes a hit by pitch, and that's a walk-on's walk, even though it's a hit by pitch. But thank you to walk-ons, our official walk and hit by pitch sponsor and home run sponsor when we get one. So that's going to bring up Trent Kymie, the pitcher, grounded out to third base and struck out his second time at bat. So one out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Looks like we got Hunter down in the bullpen right now.
Yeah, Hunter's down there. He came in. There's Frank Cazzo right there, telling everybody hello. Just told Brandy hello. By the way, he's probably flirting with her. So there he is. Hey, ball. Look
come on up here.
1-0 count, fastball inside, and he takes it here, 2-0.
Yeah.
Give him a headset. Let's go.
Man, come on up. Come on up. Sorry, guys.
That's
Frank Cazzo.
Yeah, Frankie Cazzo.
Head
so
coach
the interesting
Rummel.
Thing is, Frankie was my coach. The first year he became head coach in 1994.
Chip, we're gonna borrow your headset.
He was 90. He was 95.
Fastball
95, because that was my freshman year.
Yep.
So he was 95, 96, 97, 98 when I was there.
2-0 on Kymie.
Took a little hiatus, went through a couple different schools, and now he's back.
Now he's back.
Fastball.
Now Frank and I went back.
Strike one.
He was actually my 11 and 12-year-old Kenner All-Star coach.
Yeah.
And he go peek out the door so he sees you.
I'll give him my mic.
No, Chip's going to give him his, so if you got anything.
Shout out to Chip right there on the 1s and 2s.
Chip volunteers his headset pretty quick. So Kymie gets a walk. That's another walk-on's walk.
Come here and give me a hug. I don't care what they say about you. I like you, okay? Yeah. Well, thanks for the response. What you sipping on right now? You a little nervous or what? We've been talking about you the whole time. You got all kinds of people asking if we were going to.
They're going to hear you anyway if you're in here, so you might as well put it on so you can hear us.
Yeah.
So we got head coach Rummel. We're live streaming on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Got Rummel's head coach.
Frankie Cazzo in the house.
Cazzo in the house.
Going to stop by the booth, give us a little rundown of today's second game.
I got the
doubleheader.
Doubleheader coming up next against Rummel. So, Coach, how you doing? Mike Arnold.
Hey, Mike. Frank Cazzo.
Nice to meet you, Frank. So we bottom of 6 here, 1-0 count on Steven Spalita. Got runners on first and second. So tell us something, Coach. You getting ready for the game? Back into the doubleheader? Tell us some dirt about Jeff. I know you coached him.
Gee.
First off, do you miss me?
I miss you. I could use you right now, big guy.
You don't want me in my current state.
Notice he didn't say anything about me.
I said Jeff, too.
20 average.
You don't want me in my current state right now.
What we'll do is we'll trade y'all for the 2 kids. We'll take both y'all's boys.
So Spalita's up at the plate. First time at bat, he flew out to shortstop and then walked his second at bat. St. Paul's up 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th, live at Hank Aaron Stadium.
Coach, talk to us a little bit about what we. A lot of people have been asking about the matchup after this one. Obviously, we're sitting here in the prime of this game, and we're getting a lot of people asking us what's the status of the Rummel game, and a lot of people wanting to know. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting because the last time we faced each other was in the state championship. That's when we just found out that you were coming back as the head coach, and I forgot his name, the other coach that went
Coach Monica.
Yeah, Monica came back and
3-1 count to Spalita.
You sent me a text asking if that was my boy. So you were watching the game.
Yes,
right?
yes, I was.
So how's the transition been back?
Well,
to Rummel?
it's been great being back at Rummel. The families are super. The whole it's Archbishop Rummel High School. It's exciting to be back there. Put these colors back on and get to coach this baseball team and run this program. It's been very exciting.
Full count to Spalita here.
The game today is it's a tournament game, and we're going to come out and play the best we can and fight hard. We got a doubleheader.
Single through the gap. Spalita loads the bases.
We're going to go with Southmore Brock Bullinger today.
Good.
Another big Rummel family, but I wish I had Roger Mitchell to come pitch for us.
Big Roger. Shout out, Roger.
What's up, courtesy runner for Spalita.
How's the team look?
We're playing well right now. Took one on the chin opening day last Monday. Took one on the chin against Destrehan and made a couple of little mistakes and then swing the bat very well. We struck out 12 times. Wasn't pleased with that. Pitched very well. We just coming along and COVID last season, losing that kind of hurt us a little bit because we got to play 12 games. And I think before that, before the season started, we were actually on the field 7 times with the bad weather. So we really didn't get a grip on much. So we're excited.
We got a River Rock Stoneworks mound visit right now. Thank you to River Rock, our official pitching change and mound visit sponsor. Jeff Russo, Jeff Winchester, Mike Arnold with WPBN in the booth, joined by Rummel's head coach, getting ready for that doubleheader. So,
yeah, we talk about the relationships a lot. We were talking about that, and we were looking forward to this, and we're wearing the opposing team's colors here, going up against you, but. At the end of the day, as alums, rate of pride. Right?
If it's any consolation, I couldn't wear the uniform that I had for the state championship because it's mounted on my office at the house. So
there you go.
I thought it's because it didn't fit you.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, it's a little tight around the belly area, but yeah, no. As a memorial to my my alma mater, I couldn't take it down because it's a pain in the behind to put it back up.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Cade Leno, second baseman, up to bat. Shows a bunt, pulls it back.
Young on the mound. Are you young on the mound? I know you're pretty tenured, around the bases.
Yes, we'll start 8 seniors.
Yeah.
8 seniors, guys that have been playing for a while.
And we're on that state team.
And some of them played in that state championship game. New system. That's what we're trying to get them used to. And Coach Monica did a great job with those guys over the years, and we just need to plug away a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah.
1-1 count on Leno, shows bunt again, fouls it off.
Should be a real good game. We've been looking forward to it. I know Big Win Russo came in town. Couldn't wait to see.
I just talked to him. Him and Miss Tony.
Apparently, we saw him talk. We saw you talking to Brandy as well.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to post on the thread that my uniform doesn't fit. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Tough crowd out there.
Yeah, really. That's what I live with, right?
1 out in the bottom of the 6th here. St. Paul's up 3-2 on the first end of this doubleheader. Cade Leno at the plate. 1-2 count.
So I just informed big Rummel fans going to come up here in the third inning and get with you guys. Kevin's going to come up here and get with y'all.
Oh, great.
Oh, good.
Great.
Come on, send him on up here.
So
They have a lock on that door or no?
Reed
Asking
Gallagher
for a
at the
friend?
plate. RBI triple in the last inning to take the lead. Wolfpack Broadcast Network live.
So real quick, that's
Big swing,
he's got him
deep
playing
fly
deep.
ball right to the left fielder, and that's going to end the 6th inning.
All right.
So with that, Wolfpack still up 3-2 here live at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama for the Southeast Catholic Classic. And we're going to take that and go to a break with a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
And we're back here, top of the 7th. Kale Como, shortstop for Teurlings Catholic, leading off the top of the 7th. St. Paul's Wolves up 3-2. Live here. Thank you to Avala, our official scoreboard sponsor for the 2021 season. 1-0 count to Como. His first at bat, he grounded out to shortstop and then 2 walks, and now he's flying out to Reed Gallagher in center field to start the 7th inning off. So 1 out here, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 4, Ben Tate. So Tulane commit, senior pitcher Ben Tate.
Yeah, he's had a couple nice at-bats. Drove in a couple runs, got one past Matthew. I think it was like in the 3rd inning, if I'm not mistaken. Nice pitch. Took something off that.
Big swing.
Yep, so Tate's got a single, a double, and a single. He's 3 for 3.
And it'd be really nice for Trent to be able to come through and finish this one out.
Yep, big time, huh? Go to the distance. Fastball away.
Hey,
One
good
more.
to see you. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Coach. So,
how many trick plays did you install for this this tournament? I know I'm going to be watching for him.
3-ball walks today, okay? 3-ball walks. Most embarrassing thing in my shortened career was the 3-ball walk.
Called
Yeah,
3-ball walk?
No, so this is what he did. So I'll go ahead and, if you don't mind.
So we were just, if you're just joining, we had Rummel's head coach, Frank
Frank
Cazzo.
Cazzo.
Yeah.
Just excellent coach. I
Great
think Hall
guy.
of Fame
Great
guy.
guy.
Like
Oh,
if
yeah.
you-
Jeff
right?
both played for him at Rummel.
And just a character in the game as well.
Yeah.
And just we were playing Legion. We had won Legion State, and we were in Norman, Oklahoma. And George Bodie was hitting before me, so shout out to George.
George,
Okay. Yeah. And they told me he had a big double, and he came up to me and he said, "Hey, ball, we're gonna do 3-ball walk. After the 3rd ball, you're gonna celebrate and you're gonna run the first base. It's gonna be the most embarrassing thing that you're gonna do, but that's the only way we can get George, who ran as fast as I did, to 3rd base." And it worked. So I was the embarrassing guy walking back to go grab my thing. And yeah, we got one. Yeah. Well, absolutely.
All right.
So yeah, no, it was just great memories, man.
The only thing that was worse than that is I've seen a team when we were, I don't know, 10 or 11, a Babe Ruth World Series, or Babe Ruth All-Star game against BBAA, which is out of Baker. And they used to do stuff like that, but they do it with bases loaded to walk in, to fake walk in the tying or winning run. And they do it once a game, it seemed like, you know.
So when I was my freshman year, we had
walk for Tate, so keeps him at 3 for 3 for the day.
We worked on a play where the guy leading off of first base, according to the rule book, the base path is established by the base runner off of his first step coming off the bag. Now, this was 20 years ago, so obviously it's changed, okay?
Right.
So we would have the base runner take a step towards right field, coming off the back corner of first base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Create this huge lead, and then when the pitcher throws to first, take off to right field, with the intention. Now this is a first and third situation, with the intention of having the first baseman chase down the runner at first to right field, so that the guy from third can score.
But
now, believe it or not,
you're not out of the base.
But you've established your base path. So technically,
you got to argue that after the play. I'm sure.
Technically, yeah. I mean, according to the rule book, it's in line with the rules, but you almost have to explain that to the umpire first before you did it.
The ball in front.
Yeah. So we're sitting here. We're 1-1, 1 out, top of the 7th. Always good to re-engage with Coach. And here we are right now. We got a game to win. So let's see what we can do here. So, man at first, the pinch runner, if I'm not mistaken, comes in.
This might be it, boys. Stay down.
Ball 4-6.
Great job.
3. So that's a good 4-6-3 double play.
Great job for Trent.
Yep.
Proud of him.
So
great performance.
Great job. Exactly what we needed him to do. Right as we're trying to figure things out, we know he can go into 7. We can keep the low pitch count. Nice job by Hunter Korass as well with the big double.
Yep.
And then the senior,
Reed Gallagher.
Reed Gallagher
coming
comes
up
in
huge.
a big spot.
Yep. So St. Paul's gets the win there. Where's our scoreboard? 3-2 over Teurlings Catholic here in the Southeast Catholic Classic. I want to thank all our sponsors. We'll kind of go through them. Thank you to Walk-Ons, our official home run and walk sponsor. Thank you to Walk-Ons. I know Jason, the guys are watching live at Walk-Ons Covington. Big win here for the St. Paul's Wolves. Also want to thank Florida Lee Title, official stolen base sponsor for the Wolfpack Broadcast Network for the 2021 season. Thank River Rock Stoneworks, our official mound visit pitching change sponsor for the 2021 season. In and Out Urgent Care. Thank you to David and the guys over at In and Out Urgent Care helping out the program big time. Mower, all kind of stuff. So get things done. So thank you to those guys. Knights Nation. Jack Crescent and the Knights want to thank those guys. Our official game day sponsor for game 2 today against Rummel. So thank you to Jack and the Knights. Obviously want to thank Avala. Couldn't do it without Avala, our official scoreboard sponsor. You'll see them live on our screen throughout all of our games on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network this season in the bottom right-hand corner. Also want to thank St. Tammany Ochsner as we're starting up our St. Tammany Ochsner post-game show and kind of rolling in that doubleheader. And Jeff, I promise you'll get a break. Just
you don't ever get a break, trust me.
Just give me a second. So St. Tammany Ochsner, see who else I missed. Go down.
We got to find Corey.
All the way down. Got Catcher's Clinic. Want to thank Jeff and the Catcher's Clinic. Jeff's going to give some little 30-second clips and drills that some of you younger guys can work on throughout the season. He'll kind of throw a video out there every once in a while. Former first-round draft pick out of Rummel High School. We've already talked about that. Jeff's got a freshman son here, Cooper, out on the field, and future St. Paul Wolf, Carter at home. So is Carter at home? Where's he at?
He's playing ball.
Carter's getting ready.
Ball. He's playing ball right
he's
now.
getting ready. He's getting ready to play.
We'll get some Wonder Boy updates during the broadcast. So
I'll try to tune into their game changer.
Yep. So thanks you to Jeff and the Catcher's Clinic, and then the Athletic Mobility Institute. Thank you to those guys. Great workout programs. I know a lot of the kids, St. Paul's over there working out. Christian Russell, you can see the change that he's made since he started with you guys over there. And I mean,
he works hard, man.
Damn near got a 6-pack.
He's in there 2 nights a week for the last several weeks, and he's busting his behind in there.
Shout out to Christian. So let's see. Did we forget anybody?
I think we're
walk-ons go up. Let me see. Top Velocity, our official game day sponsor of the first game today. Thank you to those guys. And with that, we're going to take a commercial break and let you hear from Top.
Can we get 1 second? Yeah. So this is your opportunity. If you're out there, from an advertising perspective, this is grassroots. This is homegrown. And Mike Arnold does not get enough credit on this, man, of really kind of taking this thing organically. Working with Jeff as well. The time that these guys put in, I mean, they literally just brought me up into the booth. And as a proud father of a future graduate of this organization, you want to make it. Matthew's philosophy was he wanted to leave this place in a better place than where he started, both within the organization but also in platforms such as this. And without you guys, we couldn't do this. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for the sacrifice and the actual output that you have here in this broadcasting system.
And
so
also, thank you for helping us today. Also, thank Chip South. He's here.
No doubt.
Kind of works our computer.
The man behind it.
You mentioned Barry Strickland. He'll be in the booth throughout the season. Also does football with us guys. And Lenny Russell.
Would you consider him the GOAT? Would you consider him the GOAT?
Barry brings his A game when he comes.
Yeah,
so,
he does.
We
get all kind of good conversations going.
So, Miss Barry, we'll have him. You'll hear him on WPBN this week when we're back at home. Lenny Russell, also want to thank Lenny. Couldn't do anything without him. He got the new St. Tammany Ochsner streaming deck put up at the Heat, which is awesome.
I have the sign. I've had the signs.
We're going to hang it up Sunday. So we'll be back out there doing the last little bit of work on the streaming deck, hanging the signs tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks for Lenny for working on a Sunday again for us. And
special shout out, Lenny.
Yeah, special and United Builders. So
another Rummel grad.
Yep.
Russell.
Yep. So a lot of South Shore kids. Chip went to you didn't know this, but we learned in high school. Chip went to about 7 different high schools. Every time we'd name a high school, Chip was like, "I went there." And
just testing them out. So, just getting a feel.
Oh, and Barry, if you're watching out there, we didn't know that Pine had a high school. Well, Barry, I was on Facebook today, and they have a junior high. Pine Junior High was playing baseball, so somehow Pine came up in a lot of conversations.
Right there.
Pine, So future Pine guys, they were playing Fontainebleau Junior High or Franklinton Junior High today. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Awesome. So Adam Ackle, is that how you say that?
Yep.
So
Adam Ackle in house.
People are reaching out to sponsorship. So we're reaching a lot of people, almost over 100,000 people for football. I think we'll do more than that for baseball, and then roll right back into football, and hopefully we'll start having other sports. I know basketball is going to do it next year. Hopefully soccer gets involved.
Shout out to the basketball team at St. Paul's, too, being in the playoffs, man.
We've
heard some real soccer as well. Soccer state championship.
7:30.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things happening at St. Paul's as far as athletics is concerned. Obviously,
and we're trying to bring that to you guys live. So Wolfpack Broadcast Network, it's still a baby, and it's growing fast.
Spread the word, guys. Spread the word.
So with that, let's go ahead and wrap up our St. Tammany Ochsner post-game show. We'll kind of recap Game 1 a little bit more in a second. We're going to play some commercials from our sponsor, Top Velocity. We're going to cut the feed, take a break, and then we'll come back live in about 5 minutes after we cut it. So with that, we're going to take a break. Thank you for watching. St. Paul's 3, Teurlings Catholic 2. We'll be right back with Game 2 of our doubleheader on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
247.
See ya. Bye.
Now, I was a baseball player and trying to live my dreams, and I was 18 years old. I'm in JUCO. I'm in my first game, and I tear my rotator cuff. So I'm in my 4th inning of the game, and I knew this was coming because I was on a lot of painkillers. At the time, I was having obviously a lot of arm problems, but I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't understand the body like now, and I just kept pushing it. It just shows my mentality. I have a pretty stubborn mentality, and it tore in the 4th inning, and it just laid down on me. I mean, that was like, when you talk about dead arm, that's dead arm, where you literally, I went all over college baseball to try to get my eligibility. So I went to D1 first, then finished up in a NAIA, where NAIA will more easily give you your eligibility back. So I wanted to get 6 years eligibility, and I took that time to just try to get healthy again. And I got in. I think the key was, I was going to baseball trainers right after the surgery, so quote unquote baseball trainers, and they were trying things with me, and they're like, doing tubing isn't fixing your arm. So they were like, maybe the doctors are right. You're probably not going to have a lot of opportunity, or you're probably not going to have the time to play college baseball, which is what the doctors were telling me after surgery, that you just don't have eligibility to get this thing back in time. So I started looking outside of baseball, and I found a great coach at the time, Kurt Hester, who was a well-known strength and conditioning coach, who was an Olympic coach, but it was an Olympic mentality, and it was really game-changing for me. It put all the size on me, all this strength and this power, and it allowed me to get back to baseball a lot quicker. I think if I didn't do that, I never would have gotten back to baseball. And then I came back home, and I was like, you know what, I think there's a mechanical understanding of this that could really take all this athleticism that I had built in the weight room to another level. And that's when I got curious about Tom House, what he was doing with the shoulder separation. And I wound up going out to California and just trying to figure it out. And that's where I really started to put the foundation together of the biomechanical system that I use in top velocity 3x pitching, and understanding how the lower half really drives hip to shoulder separation, which was me taking all this lower half stuff I learned from Olympic lifting and bringing it into baseball, bringing it into pitching. And this is when I'm 6'2", 235. I'm cleaning like 295, squatting like close to 500. I was a monster, benching well over 300 pounds. The mechanic stuff was really important to me because I was having a hard time really getting a lot of that athleticism into my velocity. And I put all of this programming and these mechanics that I come up with, and then it just boomed. I mean, it boomed pretty quick, and then it just never stopped growing and becoming what it is today, top velocity. So I really believe it's how people come into the sport. A lot of people pick this sport because it's the sport you don't have to work that hard in, right? A lot of people go, well, I don't want to play football because I have to bash guys' heads in, and then I have to do 2-a-days, and I have to lift. And then these other people go, or some people go, well, I don't do soccer because you got a lot of suicides. You got to run the field, Indian runs. And there are other guys who are like, well, I don't do basketball because that's a lot of suicide. That's a lot of running. You know, baseball, they just sit around and hit fungos and they chew bubble gum and they grab ass. So guys are like, yeah, let's play baseball. You can be really lazy. When it really comes to enhancing the kinetic chain, maximizing its ability to create power and its ability to stay efficient to maximize that power, there's no better lifts in the weight room to do it. I mean, I believe I have more 90-plus testimonials than most facilities. Guys that are getting guys 70s and 80s and getting them to the 90s, I believe I have more than anyone out there.
They tell everybody in this game, if you want to be at the top, you have to be elite. And to be elite is to be natural or genetic. And that's not true. That's why I developed the top velocity training methods. Because I'm going to give you the ability, if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to grind, if you're willing to learn how this works and apply it well, I'm going to give you the ability, without all the best genetics, to become an elite and to play the highest level of the game. And that's what makes me excited, and that's what makes me fired up with what I can do in your career, the impact that top velocity and these methods can have in your career. It's game changing. It makes the hairs stand up on the back of my neck. And I hope it does the same for you. So let's get started. I'm with you.